What if I told you that a waterway just 21 miles wide at its narrowest point could single-handedly crash the global economy and send your gas prices through the roof? Right now, that is exactly what oil markets are betting on, and the numbers are absolutely staggering. Brent crude has just surged past $78 per barrel, but this is not your typical market swing. We are looking at a potential crisis that could reshape how much you pay for everything from gasoline to groceries. The trigger? Escalating tensions around Iran and the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway that most people have never heard of but controls the fate of the world's energy supply. Here is what you need to understand about this unfolding situation. The Strait of Hormuz is essentially the world's most important oil highway, handling 20 million barrels every single day. That is 1/5 of all global oil consumption, flowing through a space narrower than the distance between Manhattan and Brooklyn. When this choke point gets threatened, markets do not just get nervous, they go into full panic mode. Goldman Sachs just released a forecast that should grab everyone's attention. If Iran manages to disrupt traffic through the strait by just 50% for 1 month and keeps disruptions at 10% for most of the year, oil prices could explode to $110 per barrel. But that is not even the worst-case scenario. JPMorgan warns that a complete closure could drive prices to $120 or even $130 per barrel, levels we have not seen since the oil shocks of 2011 and 2012. Think about what this means for your daily life. We are not just talking about expensive fill-ups at the gas station. These price spikes would trigger a domino effect, sending natural gas costs soaring across Europe and potentially sparking global inflation that would hit everything from food to transportation. So what is driving this fear? Recent United States military actions against Iranian nuclear facilities have dramatically escalated tensions. Prediction markets now give Iran a 52% chance of actually closing the strait by the end of this year. That is a coin flip on whether the world's most critical energy pathway stays open. But here is the thing. Most experts still believe a full closure remains unlikely. The massive United States naval presence in the region acts as a powerful deterrent, and Iran's own economy would suffer catastrophically from blocking these shipping lanes. It would be like shooting yourself in the foot while trying to wound your enemy. In their base case scenario, Goldman Sachs expects oil to trade between $70 and $85 per barrel through 2025, averaging around $76. That is assuming no major supply disruptions occur. However, the mere possibility of catastrophic interruption is already adding a significant premium to current prices. The next few weeks will be absolutely critical. Every diplomatic move, every military posture, and every statement from key players will be scrutinized by markets looking for signs of whether this situation escalates or de-escalates. The difference between these outcomes could mean the difference between manageable energy costs and a global economic crisis. What we are witnessing is a perfect storm of geopolitical tension and energy vulnerability that could reshape the global economy. Stay tuned as this story unfolds, and make sure to subscribe for updates on how these developments could impact your wallet and the world around you.